Following Cal Griffith's relocation of the Washington Senators' threat, things quickly began to heat up in the halls of Congress. On October 15th, Emanuel Seller, who, if you recall him from my previous sharing, chaired the House Judiciary Committee, warned Big League Baseball that Griffith's actions would invite strong antitrust legislation if the Washington Senators went through and moved to Minneapolis. Seller served notice that any move by the Washington club would give him more ammunition and impetus to push a baseball antitrust bill in the next session of Congress. Seller also accused Griffith of going back on his word to Congress and to the people of the club's region that he wouldn't move. Griffith had insisted that no final decision had been made yet on whether to accept the offer, the third in 3 years. Seller reasoned that if young Griffith, as he called him, wanted to go to Minneapolis because he thought he could make more money and baseball was just a sport, then what he was thinking of doing was not likely to happen. But if baseball was really a business, as it seemed to be, that it was only natural for Griffith to move where he could get the most money for his team. Seller had not decided yet if his committee would hold hearings on such legislation, but if it did, he would call Mr. Griffith as a witness. In any case, there was not likely to be a hearing before Congress reconvened in January of 1960. Seller had previously proposed making all baseball operations except the reserve clause and the farm and draft systems subject to antitrust legislation. Seller said the present major league teams couldn't let the new league buy any franchise of minor leagues which they themselves owned or controlled, and he asserted that this was action in restraint of trade. Prior to this, Seller's committee and the Senate Anti-Monopoly Subcommittee, led by Estes Kefauver, had held hearings on sports legislation during the previous congressional session, but no bill had been reached on either the House or Senate floors. When the Washington Club had made another threat to move in 1958, Senator Carl Munt, a Republican from South Dakota, proposed granting specific antitrust exemption to baseball only as long as Washington had a major league club.